Hi everyone, welcome to day 2 of Git and GitHub session. Today we will be getting into branches and more advanced stuff on Git and GitHub. So as you can see, branches in Git are nothing but pointers to a specific commit. The default branch name of in Git is master. Okay, let's suppose that I want to experiment something and I don't want to mess up my original code, then I will create another branch and then I'll do my work there. And then if I like those changes, then I'll merge it to my master branch. You can see starting with one, then we have created multiple branches with other colors, then we have merged one. If we want, we will merge it, else we'll not. How do you create a branch? We create a branch by saying git branch feature one if the name of the branch is feature one, and then your branch is created. Now we view the branches that we have made by the command git branch. It shows all the branches. As you can see in the PPT, git branch master and next five even odd. Okay, so the name of the branch is next five even odd. Then how do you shift from master to feature one? The command is git checkout feature one. The pointer shifts towards the feature one branch, and now you would be working on the feature one branch. Okay, now suppose we liked what we did in the other branch, then and we want to merge it. Okay, so we use the command git merge, and then the uh, name of the branch that we are liking to merge, and then something like this will be done. Two files change, 18 insertion and two deletion. Okay, so this is how it works first, then one branch feature one, another branch feature two, and then we merge it all or we don't in the master branch. Okay, so now full command. Full command is used to fetch and download content from the report repository and immediate update the local repository to match the content. Here, merging a remote upstream changes into your local repository is a common task in Git-based collaboration workflows. Now, Git pull means that bring the changes in the remote repository to where I keep my own code. मतलब pull command bring the code into your local repository where you write the code. You can see in the diagram. Firstly, this is your remote origin. This is your main. Then after the pull command, it merges it. Okay, so okay, so what if we want to download the whole open source project or any project into our own workspace? So we use the git clone command. Git clone is a git command line utility which is used to target an existing repository and create a clone or a copy of the target repository in a page. We'll discuss the extended configuration and options and common uses of git clone. Now, cd into my folder, and then I use git clone. Then I use git clone and then the URL. Okay, this URL can be found in the GitHub account, which repository that I want to. So git clone, and after this, a file will be downloaded into your uh,
Hello, Meenal.
laptop.
Meenal,
Yeah.
your voice is breaking.
Okay, so I'll check it.
Okay, I can share my screen winner. You can turn off your screen share. It will work.
Yes, this may resolve the problem.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
Meenal, is it
so
visible?
sorry for the disruption.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So is my voice okay now?
Yes, now it's fine.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So where were we? So should I start from the beginning or you heard it a little bit?
No, no, just last one or two slides. That will be enough. Before that, it was fine.
Okay. Okay. So git. Okay. The pull command. Pull command is used to fetch and download content from a report repository and immediately update to the local repository. मतलब if you want to bring the remote repository onto your local mail, then you can do it by pull command. You can see in the diagram there is main remote origin and then there's main and then after the pull command they both merge into each other. Then next slide. We were at git clone. Git clone is a git command, the utility which is used to target an existing repository and create a clone or a copy of the target repository. It means that if we want to download the project into our own local repository, we can do it by git clone. Git clone, then the URL. This URL can be found in GitHub page. You go to the GitHub repository, and then you'll find it under code. Okay, so after this, the file will be downloaded onto your computer. This is git clone. Next. Now, forking a repo. Forking a repo is a copy of a repository onto your own ID. Let's say that uh, I want a copy of a repository onto my own GitHub account. Then I'll fork it without changing the original project. I can do some changes into my own repository. So this is how repo works. This is the button. You click on it, and then the fork a copy or a copy of it will be on your own GitHub account. Next. Now, what is a pull request? A pull request is an event in Git where a contributor asks a maintainer of a Git repository to review code they want to merge into a project. Let's say that you want to contribute in a open source project. Then you fork it to your own repository and you do some changes. Then after doing some changes, you want the contributor or the owner of the project to review your changes and add it to the original project. Then you use pull request there. Next slide. This is how it looks like when you create a project. When you make changes in it, then you ask for adding leave a command that what changes have you done. If you have if you have corrected some errors, then you write I corrected some errors, and then you create a pull request. And then after creating a pull request, the contributor or the owner of the project will see it, and then if he wants to merge, he will merge, else not. Okay, so uh, uh, git pull request is used to make any changes if you want to make in a public repository. Or now, do you have any questions? Because you get a better understanding in the hands-on. Okay, so no questions. So Sarthak will now. Once again, I would like to tell you the Hacktoberfest site. Hacktoberfest is an event a month-long celebration of open source software run by a DigitalOcean. You have to make 4 pull requests in open source projects. If those pull requests get accepted, then you get goodies from Hacktoberfest. You can see the link in the chat box of the Hacktoberfest official site, and then you can register there. Okay, so Sarthak, you may take over.
Yeah, thank you, Mia, for this wonderful presentation. So guys, we are going to do some hands-on tasks. Bhavya has already created one repository yesterday. I'm going to give you some the repository link, and yeah, 50K participant will get the goodies. Here's the yesterday repository link has been provided. Yeah, I'll share my screen. Just wait a second. So can anyone confirm that my screen is visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Thank you. So is everyone on the repository that the link that I have given? So I'll consider yes. So see, one of the first thing that we do before contributing is, as we can see that it is the repository of Bhavya, right? So we cannot edit it directly. So for that we need to fork it. So that it is a use of fork. So we're gonna fork it into my ID. So you can see that now the repository name is Sarthak1772 and it is GitHub session. Now if you see the Bhav repository, so it is Bhavya/GitHub session. So in this, I cannot make any changes directly. I need to create a pull request for that. So we're gonna do it. Now the question is how to add this repository into my local system. For that, we're gonna go to code and we can see this link, right? What we're gonna do, we're gonna just click over here. It is copied. And we will add a bash file, open our bash system with bash. Now see, I'm gonna change my directory to D as I want that project to be available in D drive. So if you want to be in desktop, just change your directory to desktop. So as for D, I will do this test folder. So for that, yesterday we have learned this command. So it is very, very easy for you all guys. mkdir test. So for now I'm going to do git. Oh yeah, I need to go inside the test folder too. So for that, I'm going to do cd test. Now I'm going to use git clone. So git clone is a command that will help us to clone this repository into our local system. So I'm going to add git clone and this link, which I can copy from here. This code and just copy over here. I'm going to paste it and enter. That's it. It has been added. Now you can see, now the thing is that I'm going to tell you one thing, that a folder would be created with the name of the repository. So if you say dir will tell you directory, you can see one folder has been created with the name of that repository. We have to go inside that folder first and then make some changes, and then only it will get executed. So I will say cd git session 1. And you can see that right now I'm in a master branch. I think everyone has done till here. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, I have made some changes in this. So I'm going to revise same commands from yesterday. Okay, I'm going to make one file name as like day2.cpp. I'm going to add it. Git add dot. These are the commands that you have already seen in previous sessions. So I'm going to go through them directly. Okay, commit some added day2 and do git this. So yeah, and git push. Now remember, we are having only one branch right now, and that is why I can directly use git push. You can use git push -u origin master. It's going to do the same thing, but I will use git push for now. So yeah, so right now I just pushed everything to my master. So I can see that before it was chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Now there should be one more file in this. That is day2.cpp. Okay. Now these are the things that we have done yesterday also. So it's gonna easy. Now we are going to start what is called branching. For that, what we are going to do, it is our path of branching. This is our main, okay? This thing is our main timeline, I can say, a main branch. Gonna do. We're gonna make one more branch like this and name it something. Let's say branch 1, B1. Let me say B1. Bear with my handwriting right now. So I'm gonna make one more branch named as branch 1. Let's do that. So git checkout. Okay, git checkout will change the branch. Okay, now see, when I press -b, what it will do, it will create a new branch and the name of the branch that I want to make, that is branch 1. So you can see that it has also switched to branch 1, and we have made a new branch also. Is everyone done till here? Okay, cool. So yeah, so in this branch also I want to add one more file. Let's say branch 1. So I'll do touch branch1.cpp to get to not get so much confused. That's why I'm using branch 1 over here. I have made a branch1.cpp. Let's check it's been added or not. It is added. Okay, branch 1. And you can also see that when I just created a new branch, everything of the existing branch that was main branch, it was also inserted in that. That is why where it is. Yeah. So in this we have created branch 1 file, and this also have all the content of this, the main branch that we have created this branch from. Okay, so I'm gonna push it. Right now you can see. Let me reload also. This is Sarthak 172 GitHub session. So you can see there is no branch right now. Only master branch is there. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna git. These are the same commands that we have done in last section. Git commit -m edit branch1.cpp. To be more clear, I'm just putting that back. Git push. Okay, let me try git push only. Okay, to clear your doubts. See, it is saying fatal error, and it is also suggesting me to use this command. That is git push set upstream origin branch 1. Okay, because this is the only branch that will be forked over here. So either I can use this command or I can use the short form of it. That is git push -u origin branch 1, and I'll put enter. Has been created, and see, within a second you can see one branch created over here. One branch 1 has been recently pushed, and I will just reload anything. Now you can see that we have added branch1.cpp in branch 1. That has made no change in master branch, and that is one of the best feature of creating branch, that it will not interfere in any one of the branch that other branches, right? So you can go to branch 1 and you can see that branch.cpp is inserted in here. And if you go to master branch.cpp won't be here. Okay, anyone who has done? Yeah, cool. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, see, this is one more branch. I'm gonna create one more branch from this branch only. Okay, I'm gonna make one more branch from this alone branch. So right now I'm in branch 1, right? I'm gonna make one more branch from this. That is git checkout -b branch 2. I think it's fine. And I'm being switched to branch 2. Okay, good. And I'm gonna make one more file in it. Let's say touch branch2.cpp and 3 made. So I'm going to do the same things, that is git add git commit added branch2.cpp, and that spelling mistake. Yeah, so it's changed. So I will do git push again. If I do git push, nothing. It is suggesting me one command, that is git push. Use this. Last time I've used git push minus u. I think it's over here only. Let me guess. Yeah. Last time I've used this. I said we can use both. This time let me use this command. Okay. To be git push set upstream origin branch2. Yeah. And if we reload this, see, branch2 has been recently pushed, and we have created this branch from branch1, right? So it should not, branch2 should have all the content of branch1. Let's check this out. So branch1 has branch1.cpp and everything, day2. And if I go to branch2, it should have one more extra file, that is branch2.cpp. in this. So, okay, now we have made 2 branches and done everything. This is our second branch that is named as B2. Now, how should I merge this into our main? Okay, let's do this. Okay, let me check. Everyone done? Clear? Yeah, cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just write git. So I told it earlier also, git. Okay, let me tell you one thing also. If you type git branch, you can see the number of branches that has been created and in which branch you are in. We are in branch 2, that's why it has been highlighted in green color. Okay, so let's switch the branch to main. So for switching the branch, I will say git checkout master it is, and we have been switched to master. Again, I will do git branch just to get a hand of it. Yeah, so we can see that branch1, branch2, and master is already there. So right now we are in this. As you remember, this is our master branch. Okay, we are in this. We're gonna use, see, this thing. We're gonna pull it from here to here. Okay, let me do and also one thing. Yeah, it's not really matter. Okay? So I'm going to say git pull origin branch2. Yeah, it was branch2, right? So I'm going to press enter. Now here's the thing. It should have content of branch2, which is already having a content of branch1, right? So it should have 2 files that is named as branch1 and branch2.cpp. Okay, now let's check that out. Let me say git push. I haven't added. Yeah, that's it. Very easy. So if you do dir, we can directly see that in master we already have branch1 and branch2, right? So that means that this thing is having content of both branch1 and branch2. Let's say git status. I'll do git. So my branch is ahead of 2, right? So I need to push it. Git push. So did you see that? Git push is, you can use, if you are in a master or main, you can directly use git push. And this data, like the adding of branch1 and branch2 files, should be visible at this also. Let me reload it. Let me go to master branch. Yeah, see, branch1 and branch2 has been added. It was not there before. You can see that again. branch 1 has only the content of branch 1, that is branch1.cpp, and branch 2 has the has content of branch 1, as we have created this branch from branch 1, right? So that is why it is having content of branch 1 plus branch 2 file. And after that, what we did, we just made a pull in master branch, and that is why it is having all the files which is related to branch 2, that is branch 1, branch 2. Are you guys getting it? And everyone has done till here? Done. Yeah, great. So this was the simple concept. Okay, so if you can see, it is saying that this branch is 3 commits ahead of Bhavya repository, right? Bhavya master. It is also telling the branch name of Bhavya. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create contribute open pull request. Let me do that. So I want these all things that I have added. Let me go back. I want these branch 1 and branch 2 things, the features that I have added. I want this to be added into the main repository, the main owner of the repository, that is Bhavya. And if you can see, Bhavya has only 1 branch, but I have 3 branches over here. Okay, and it plays a very significant role if you are working in 2 or 3 issues of a same project. You can okay, I will come to that afterwards. Right now I want to create a pull request, and I want to merge everything that I have in master to the Bhavya master thing. Let me do one thing. Let me show you what Bhavya repository looks like. This is Bhavya repository right now, which is looking like it is having only chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Okay, and let me go. Yeah, and we have day 2 we have branch 1 and branch 2. I want these 3 contents to be also added in the Bhavya repository. Okay, I haven't created, right? So yeah, I'll go and I will open one pull request. Okay, I will say create a pull request, and I will say added session to, let's say, content. Added session to content, and I will create a pull request. So yeah, so it is saying this branch has no conflicts with the base branch. Bhavya, can you just accept my pull request for a while?
Yeah, just a second.
Okay, so you can see right now he have only chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3, correct? Once he accepts my pull request, what's the second? Yeah, once he accepts my pull request, all these things will also be added in code. And now this is added. Nice, was fast. Yeah, so you can see that branch 1, branch 2, and day 2 is being added. Now you can see the significance of using commit also. I have used commit, added branch1.cpp, added branch2.cpp, and added day 2. This will help everyone to know what you have added over here, right? And that is why it is a very good habit to use commits. Okay, Bhavya, can you? Okay, now I will go to a very good project that we all have created for you all guys. Before that, any questions? Bhavya, can you give the repository link of GitHub website? Yeah, thank you. Everyone, please open that link. I'm gonna tell you how to use things. Okay, let's wait. So this is DSC Actober website that we have made for you all guys. So in this, you can first thing is just read the README, because it tells many things about the project. A task is to make a beautiful UI and all. Okay, that's beautiful that you can read everything on that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to issues. Oh, I'm gonna see how many issues are there. Okay, here, the first thing is that if you see one issues, right, and if you found a bug, like if for an example, if I'm using Firefox and I found something laggy and I know how to fix it, but I will go to Firefox. I will go to Firefox repository. Oh, it's not there. Organization, see topics, and once, for example, let's do this. If I'm using this thing, and if I go into issues, I will go and make a new issue about it. Like if I found some bug or if I found something that can be upgraded, I will make a new issue, and I'll tell you right now how to make one. Yeah, this is our website. So I'll give you this link. This link might have. So you will go to issues and you will create new issues. Say, let's first see our website and let's find something buggy. Okay. Oh, there is one thing buggy, that is this spelling, right? Now I see this a spelling has been a mistake over here, but I will go to issues and I will first check is there is already created issue or not, and I can see that it is already created. What people do is people directly go to fork this, make everything and directly open a pull request over here. Don't do that because because the owner will assign you task. I will go over here and I will ask, see, someone has already said, can you assign me? Let me take some privileges of being in this group. Can you assign me this task? Can you do this, ASAP? Till then he do it, just forget. Okay, it is behind. Yeah, so when you fork this website, you will get these kind of thing, right? I can edit anything when it is says Sartak 1772. Okay, I'm gonna clone it and I'm gonna open my bash. I'm gonna say git clone. Again the same thing. Paste the link that we have copied. Okay, till then, any doubts? No, it's good. It's great. So yeah, so I'm gonna go to that directory, and so this command would only be for the users who are using VS Code. Otherwise, what you can do, start dot. Okay, open this with the with any ID that you have. Okay, use this. I have VS Code, so I generally do code. And this will open my VS Code. See, it opened my VS Code within like a second. So I can see, yeah, this is wrong, right? And I have some right spelling over here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna paste it over here. You can see one thing in VS Code, it is brilliant that it is very supportive of this all open source, right? When I edited it, a line came. Let me go behind. It is the repository. It is fair repository. I haven't made any changes in this, right? In this code. So even if I make any changes, right? But see, one line will came, and that is why you will know how much line that you have changed or not. It comes very handy in a very, very big projects. So I'm gonna save it. Hopefully it's correct. Yeah, it's saved. I'm gonna just, yeah. Let's make a branch of our own, right? Check out -p, say version 2. I'm switch to this. So let's check anything has been changed in this. Yeah, it has been changed as I have already done that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do git add, git commit, and it is already saying that one file is inserted and one deletion is also there. So yeah, you can go through it. It is very easy. Well, I'm going to git push. Remember, I am in v2, so I have to push the v2 part, right? Git push -u origin v2. So yeah, it has been pushed, and yeah, as I said, it's very fast. I'm going to do at v2. I'm going to reload. So it is saying that this branch is one commit ahead of DSC main, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just do contribute, open one pull request. Okay, I'll say made spelling, with spelling. Before that, let's see if I'm assigned with that task or not. As you can see, I am assigned with this task. How this will help is nobody else will be doing this task, and I will do it, and it will be very easy for me, because see, I'm gonna put, this is a very easy error, but sometime it may take you some hours, and you will get to know by the time that you make a pull request, you would know that someone else has already made a pull request because he was assigned that task. So that is why you need to make sure that you are getting assigned that task. I'm gonna make compare pull requests. So I can easily compare. Remember, you need to mention check this branches also. Check your branch in which you have made changes, and it is saying that it is able to merge. I will say create pull request. So it is gonna make one pull request. But if you don't mind it, please merge it.
Yes, Sarthak.
Yeah. So till then, I'm going to show you some of the projects that we have made for you. Wait a second. By the way, this is our 128 DSC 128 repository. You can go over here and contribute to. For those who love machine learning and AI, technically machine learning, can contribute to this machine learning classification. We have made some good issues in this that are beginner friendly too, and some are moderate also. Yeah, and one more is our regression. Both of the algorithms are basics algorithm that is very easy to learn, regression and classification. You can check out both of these repositories, and yeah. So, did you accept my pull request?
Yes, Sarthak, I did.
Yeah. So we can see that he has accepted my pull request. So let's check that it should be visible over here. Let's check if it is or if it is not. Yeah, it is. See. This is how you change it. This is how it feels to contribute in open source. That something will help others, hopefully. Yeah. So we have three repositories. One is of website, and two of machine learning. That will be using regression and classification. Any doubts still here?